Ooni of Ife was surprised as one of the elders came to him and started telling him how Olori Tobiloba have been going to visiting them one by one, telling them what Kunomi did to her and why how the king refuses to bring her back. That all of these things are Kunomi's plan. That she don't know why Kunomi could be so mean. That when Kunomi was, as in when Kunomi gave birth, that nobody treated her the way she was treating her right now. And why is it that the elders are also keeping quiet over all of this? My people, are, when I heard this one, I was like, is it that Olori Tobiloba, is it that those people that she got arrested are not the ones that she meets? Maybe she arrested some set of people and went to some people that she thought would come and speak on her behalf, and they came to the king. Just watch and listen after telling the king what they said Toby said and what they later told the king. Just imagine. Because some people can be mean, oh. Some people can be unbelieving. Like, I don't know. Some of these elders, the way they are behaving, if all of these things we are hearing happen to be true, the way they are behaving, you can know say na bribe then they use in that palace, nothing more. Are they the first? I know that some of them are rich, some of them have good job doing. Even though they are elders, some of them are stinkingly rich too. It's not because of Onyofe is a great king and they are the king's elders, like elders in the palace, like king's makers and all of them. Although I know that money no dey belleful person, but there are some extent something will be happening. Even the elders will also stand out to say that this time around, this kind of a thing is not going to happen. Because come to think of it, in this Tobi's matter, if the king ever make mistake in the palace of Ile-Ife, I know for sure that all of the elders are going to partake in the punishment, because those of the elders that is there, they are there to help the king in decision making. I know that Oniofe have the right to say that this thing will not be done, this one will be done. But there are certain things that if the king insists that this one will be done, and the elders have seen that this one is not going to help the community, this one is not going to help the Ile-Ife people. If this one happen, things might spoil. Considering the fact that a custodian of Odua Forest custodian have came the other time saying that the king should be careful, that giving the king mandate and time to bring Kunomi back, and warning the king in some certain things, asking the king so many questions. Even that goddess then we heard, there was this goddess we heard that asked the king, all of these things that this your wives are doing, what have you done? How have you been punishing them? Have you been leaving them to just go scotch free like that? Like, there are certain things that if it is happening in the palace, elders will help to speak and fight to make sure that that kind of a thing never happen. Not collecting money from the people that want that thing to happen the way they want it, and they causing everything to happen. At the end of everything, they will not be the one to also face the consequences, because it's not going to be only the king that will face the consequences. So my people, allegedly we heard that Olori Tobiloba, that she visited one of the elders. It's not just one of the elders, but it was the elder that came that started saying this, that she had been visiting them, telling them how they're going to help her. Like, why wouldn't they help her to tell the king to bring her children back to the palace? That her major concern right now is not that she don't want to leave the palace. She will leave the palace, but she wants her children to be officially welcomed back to the palace. That if they welcome her back to the palace normally, how it should be done, she will now leave the palace. She can go to any place the king wants her to go and stay. But the major important thing is that she should be welcomed back to the palace. That is her problem right now. And they say that elder about one or two of them again, was telling the king that, you know, Olori Tobiloba's children did not offend you in any way. That they are children, they are just newborn, and they don't know anything. But that they think is better that they are welcome back to the palace. Then if there is any punishment that should be given to Toby, let it be given to her. And people, don't forget that all of these are all alleged though. I was not the one that said it, now here I hear them all. So, if there is any punishment to be given to Toby, that Toby should receive her punishment. That why punishing the little children? That they did not do anything to anybody. Like I was like, what is this? Are you sure it's the elder speaking? They are being manipulated? If you see what they are saying, you'll be like, these elders are not trusted at all. That Toby babies did not do anything. That Toby have decided that she will leave. Although they said that Toby told them that Unomi is the reason why she have not been welcomed back. That nobody treated Toby the way nobody treated Queen Naomi the way she's treating them right now. Like the way Queen Naomi is treating her and her babies now. That when Queen Naomi was in the palace, when she gave birth, at least she celebrated her baby's first first birthday, that is the first year birthday in the palace before she left the palace. You see, but right now look at how Toby is treating her, even when she was still in her postpartum care. Look at how Queen Naomi is treating her. Look at how Queen Naomi has been maltreating her, telling the king not to welcome her back to the palace. That something like this can actually be done. That a man can actually adopt another man's child or children, and they will become his own. Like when I heard this one, I was like, why is he saying this? Is she trying to tell us that exactly what people have been saying, that these babies are not her own? I don't just get this woman. No. If the babies are not her own, let her confirm it. Let her go and tell the king that these babies are not your own. That is why I have refused to do DNA test. Rather than saying it underground. I have heard her say something of this nature almost 2 times. Yes. And this one will just make us to think that what people have been saying again about her, that the babies are not her own, looks like true. Anyway, my people, I heard this one. I was like, if the king hear this one, that children can be adopted by another man that is not even their parents, and those babies will be his own. That let her be welcomed back to the palace. She can leave the palace. You don't see. Anyway, God will help Queen Naomi and the Oni of Ife. If these children are not Oni of Ife's own, there is no how the king is going to welcome them. Although the king told the elder that was telling him that he is not going to welcome the babies if he's not sure that they are his own. That is exactly what I heard though. Now, as I hear, I can't share with you. Please don't forget that all of these are all alleged. Thank you. I love you guys.